Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, crap. Did I get more water? I didn't. No! Alright, you know what? We'll go until I'm thirsty. We'll go until I'm thirsty. You know what? Kind of thirsty now. Let's see how much water we got in this bad boy. I may have to grab some water. Oh, there's like nothing in here. Oh, jeez. Alright, so for now, I will leave you all with well, we'll look at a portal. We'll look at a portal. There we go. Here we'll sit, and I'll well, no, I won't go into meditation here. There we go. Now I will. There we go. We'll kind of look here. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I got my water. Delicious and life-giving. Hey, Alruna. Hope you're doing well. Alright, here we go. Boop. Stop that meditation. Hey, Juno. Let's go. I got a list of things here. This is the list. Actually, I think this part I did already. I've been so into the wyverns. Let me just double check. I think this is in, right? Slabs. Yep. I put those in. Boop. So, I want to add the DBZ instant transmission sound when you go through a gateway or portals, just because I think it's going to be hilarious and awesome. We're going to make the rift anchors for the rust crystals drop if it's unsuccessful with the harvesting. I'm also going to change the harvesting of the rust crystals to transmutation. So when I first put the system in, I was kind of like all over the place with the elemental crystals. If you remember correctly, it used to drop the elemental fragments, and you would break a rust crystal and it would have a chance of dropping one of the elemental fragments. Long story short, this is one of those areas where I was going to come back to it. You were never meant to like break these things with your fist. but I got something in and I had like 25 other more pressing things to get in, so I had forgotten. So I'm going to switch this over to where you harvest them with transmutation, and depending on, you know, the type of transmutation you use, your yields will be different. I want to make a new ritual of decay. There are some people who have an issue getting the amount of rot that they need. And or, you know, for various reasons, right? Either they're in a biome that's too cold, you know, or too far north, I should say, and it's too cold, or, you know, they're just not playing with a lot of people, they don't have the right mods. This is going to be kind of an entry-level thing. It's only going to take, like, hay blocks, magic runes, and torches. It's going to be similar. It's going to be on par with the Ritual of World Essence, how easy that is to make. And it's going to be a way for you to, you know, just put a little extra effort in to get actual rot. Get it a lot earlier. We could talk about essence cost for gateways. You know, it was mentioned that, you know, the essence cost may be a little too steep to use the gateways. So we can talk about that. I have to update the Ritual of Grace. I'm going to turn it into a talisman. So it's going to be like the Ritual of Warding. It's going to create a temporary block, and it's going to do what the old regeneration did and just kind of pulse maybe every 5 seconds to replenish HP within the area. I got the idea to maybe put forth the last ritual there, which would be the Ritual of Resonance. And that's going to be a similar thing. It's going to create a talisman, and it's going to pulse. I'm not sure if it's going to make it to where you don't have a temporal stability cost when meditating, or maybe it just gives like 1 mana every however many seconds. And then this right here isn't really part of the list, but you know, someone had mentioned before for mana infusion to have it trigger when you're not at full mana. That may be worth looking into. But yeah, that is the list as it sits right now. Yeah, Rod is basically fully roadblocked me early on. Yeah, so this Ritual of Decay is going to be probably what you're going to want to use. The idea is you should be able to do this ritual right when you get the magic chalk. So this is going to be pretty early. Also, another thing to offset this is there's a handful of recipes, especially the higher end recipes, that I'm not quite happy with because I feel like the ingredients to make this stuff is a little similar, I guess we'll say. So I wanted to kind of diversify things, and I think having the rustic compound not be the basis for like every single recipe would also help with some, you know, with the rot as well. But yeah, all right. So first things first, I kind of started to do some stuff right before the stream, so this part may actually be done now. Let's just double check here. Where was my little grid? Oh, there it is. It's really hard to see. Like, I dug a hole somewhere too. There we go. We'll let it breathe a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Right, so now, when these spawn, let's grab a bunch. Actually, I may have done 2 things here. I should be able to harvest these with transmutation, at least. So let's give it a try. And if it's unsuccessful, that one was successful. If it's unsuccessful, it should drop the anchor. Yep, and it drops the anchor if it's unsuccessful. Ooh, perfect. So I need to polish that up a little bit, right? Because now I need to be able to look at these, and depending on the wand that you have, or the wand that you have, I want to tell you what your percentage chance is of success. And it's going to be similar to the other rift anchors that I have here. So like if I put this down, well, I guess it wouldn't really be on there, it would be through here, through the rust crystal itself. Here, let's put down a couple more of these. Right, so when you look at it, you know, it tells you what you could, you know, how you can collect it, transmutable. And if I hold the wand, see, it tells you what your probabilities are to actually have, like, what you're gonna get, right? And if you have, like, a knife on, let's go to the knife. Right, see, you only got, like, a 20% chance. You know, so I want to put the same kind of thing in there for the unstable crystals as well. I want you to be able to look at them, and I want you to be able to see. I want you to be able to see it. No, where is the face cam? My camera's a little sick. It's a little sick. I mean, I could try and put it back on. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what a... Give me 1 second here. Yeah, my camera seems like it's dying. No. Every once in a while I can get it to toggle on, but then it's like I'll restart the stream or restart my system and it just like dies again. I think it's well, I think it's taking an early retirement. Early retirement.
Unacceptable!
Yeah. You know what? Let me see here. No, still nothing. If this doesn't work, then, hey! Good camera, good. Holy shit, are you dusty, camera? Ooh. I wonder why you're revolting against me, little bastard. Hey, the camera's back for now. All right, everyone. We'll see how long it lasts. All right, so... yeah, I want to be able to look at these. I got to give them the transmutable tag. Let's do that first. So in here, we need to go down to transmutable. Ah, crap. What did I call it? What's that behavior? Block behavior transmute. That's what I called it. Hey, Vexus, thanks for the sub. Come just to see Vice's schmexy face. There it is. Do you like how I don't look like a rugged caveman, too? I got sick of my facial hair being so long, so I decided to give it a little trim. And you know what? I did it just for you. I knew the camera was going to work this time. Planned it all along. It was my plan. All right, so unstable 3. So that's for the rift blooms. I'm going to need to paste this in. We need to put in elemental crystals. Let me just take a look at the registry name here. This is what we want. Yeah, so it's elemental crystals dash rust dash unstable. Elemental crystals dash rust dash unstable. That should do it. I'm not sure if a world reload's gonna be enough for this, or if the game's gonna have to restart. This is a pretty deep change. Yeah, I mean, ruggedness is okay. Dude, you're going a bit barbarian. Yeah, I was going full barbarian. I didn't realize how long things were getting. Just didn't realize. So it's still not working, so that means I need to look at the unstable... Whoa. Let's pull up the admin tool. Get some of the sanity back. Sanity, Jesus. I got phasmophobia on the brain. Temporal stability. I've been wanting to play some Phasmophobia recently. Check it out. See what changed. There was that in the game Ghost Exorcism, right? Wasn't that what it's called? Ghost Exorcism? Where like you'd go into the house and you had to like find out what kind of ghost it is and to like actually perform the ritual to like get rid of it. That one was freaky. I remember the house one where it was like the multi-story house. And like you'd put down like the little Mary statue or something. That thing would be like on the ceiling, like trying to come after you. There was the one house where it had like an old farmhouse with like a front and back door. And that thing, like you would block the front, right? Thinking you were smart. That thing would run out the back door, run around and like chase you to your van. Ridiculous. When you say that, Rhonda was watching Phasmo streams for Twitch drops. They got Twitch drops? Man, I'll have to do that too. I'll have to do that. I want Twitch drops. We're gonna stop. I'm gonna rebuild and we're gonna start again. I just want to make sure that this is working. I want to make a monster that mainly clings onto trees, drops down on players. Living vines. Then it sticks to the player, right? You gotta have someone else take it off, and if you play solo, you're done. You're all washed up. You gotta go jump in a fire or something. Okay, so it should be on. The tag should be on, and I don't see it, but I do see... it looks like I'm putting in static information already. Thinking I need to just add on to that. So let's open up... Wow, I got way too many things open. We're gonna close everything. Block station. So I want the crystal. This is get held information on block broken. Get drops async particle. So it's not that. It's going to be the block entity. There it is. This is what I'm looking for. Let's get block info. Here we go. So first of all, I don't think I'm calling base info, and I'm not. Oh, past vice, for shame. Shame. So that still didn't do it. Let's take a look. So if this is unstable, if it contains unstable, if it contains small, else, all right. Should probably cut this out. Actually put it down here. There we go. And just because I don't need to stand in this stuff, where'd my admin block go? Oh, I probably didn't save it. I probably just exit out. There we go. I'm feeling better. I was thinking there's like this little Halloween mod contest going on via VS. I was like, maybe I could make like a pumpkin Venus flytrap creature. I saw that too. I didn't think it was through Vintage Story per se, right? Isn't that on the VS Works? The VS Works page? I saw that, yeah, the October mod jam. I was thinking to myself, like, like, it would be cool to make, like, a magic broom that, like, flies or something. But then, that's a mod that I'm gonna have to, like, upkeep. Because you know there's gonna be people... Like, once you get a mod out there, you kind of become responsible for it forever. So it's not like a fun, like, tee-hee, I could do this. You're gonna... next Easter, you know, there's gonna be an update or something, and people are gonna be like, why doesn't the magic broom mod work? Because it ain't Halloween. I need to have those brooms, Vice. What are you doing? Fix it. Chop, chop. All right. Let's put down one of these crystals here, and we'll hit escape. So I'm pushing out stability information. Let's go into the rift blooms, because it's going to be a lot of the similar stuff that I need to add in here. So that's for the permanent stuff. So the unstable, I think it's this if statement that I'm going to need to copy, and then we're going to modify. We're going to modify it. Technically, I guess I don't need that whole if statement. I could just take parts of it. And I really need to take the parts of it. Actually, this right here, this if statement. That's what I need. I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to add another line. It's going to be just an empty space. Whoops, just like this. We're going to get You know, I'll actually get rid of that. I don't need localization for space. I'm gonna cut it out, and I will actually put it... Oh, you know what? I actually don't need that space, because I'm pre-pinning it here. Lucky me, huh? I will need to change this, because I'm getting block entity Rift Bloom from this. I really don't need that. What I need to do is get block entity elemental crystal. You know, I don't even have to do the lookup like this. I literally could have just said this. If this, you know, get the stuff here, this .2 tree attributes, that would have done it too. But you know what? Whatever. Does the same thing. No one's grading me on my code. All right, let's do a quick reload. I wonder if there's a way to have creatures spawn only during October. I think I saw something where there was a month day kind of spawning thing, but I don't know if that was like a month day in game or if it translates to our calendar year stuff. Honestly, who knows if it even works, right? Like, let's be real. Who knows? I don't even know if it works, and if it does work, I don't know how to use it. Let's see. So stuff should pop up depending on what I'm holding. There we go. So if we look at this, it's giving the same kind of stuff, right? With transmutation. And then, well, there's knife, right? Harvesting, which has the other thing. So that's working. For now, what I'm gonna do is comment out the knife, right? Because we don't need anything knife related. Yeah, then technically you're having in-game Halloween via the season, yeah. Maybe I'll poke at it sometime later. Got stuff to catch up on, yeah. Are you good with those, with the wings, the wyvern wings? Did you get to see what it looks like? Like, I'm not good at texture, so I could only do the black outline, as to, like, where the membrane and stuff should be. But did you see I went through all the animations and tweaked it all. It looks like it's gonna look pretty good. But again, I'm looking at it with, like, all black, you know? Like, I hope everything's, like, overlapping right. I haven't get a chance yet. That's why I'm gonna take some time looking over, catching up. Yeah, I gotcha. That's pretty much the last thing. The last thing to really do, and then, you know, you can have people play test it, throw it out to other people. If it works well. Works well. It's part of my issue in VS sometimes, just can't see shit. Yeah. I did notice, yeah, sometimes it does look a little different when you actually get it in the game. So I usually do my drafts like 2 drafts, right? Like, there's what it looks like in the model creator, and then what does it look like in the game, right? Like, do I have to, like, you know, change glow values, or do I have to shift around, you know, the texture because it's not quite mapping right? Alright. So now the knife is not working, but that is... Oh, and it just disappeared. There we go. But the wand is... Now I have to start putting some rates in here. And to do that... Yeah, I got some stuff to do. I'm gonna cut this out. Oh, okay, never mind. I got base get block info here. Perfect. Excellent. Boop. I have a feeling the transmutation tag is not working because I did something wrong. I got that sneaking suspicion. If block code path contains elemental crystal rust unstable, is that really what it is? I think I fat-fingered something. So I'm gonna bring this in a little bit at a time, right? I assume that was spelled right. Dash rust. That is correct. Dash. Oh, it's not unstable. It's going to be large or small. And then dash unstable. So I gotta change this a little bit. I'm going to copy this. Or actually, I'll cut it out. Paste. Put in and. Paste. We'll create a new line. And I will do this, right? So it's going to look for the elemental crystals dash rust, and then it's also going to look for unstable. And it should pre-pin the transmutable tag on these now. And then we're going to have to make some config options, right? And then I'm going to have to add those config options to the packet. Ugh. But, yeah. Should be alright. There we go. It's now transmutable. Stability. I don't think I need the stability part at all. Oh, let's open another handful of riffs here. Boop, 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 boop. I'll take a look at one of the unstable. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I need that at all, because I'm already telling you the percentage rates, right? The chances of success. So I don't need that. I'm going to get rid of that. Unstable. And that's going to be this. Right there. That can go away. So now, you place it down, you'll see just the regular information. When you hover over it with a wand, it will give you what the rates are going to be. Heck yeah! Now we need some localized name info here, right? Because it's saying Riftbloom seed chance, anchor bonus chance, right? There's not going to be an anchor bonus chance, and it's not a Riftbloom seed chance. It's really going to be a drop chance. So let's copy this. We got to make a new localized key for this stuff. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to just make a key for it. Copy. Paste. And it's not going to be Riftbloom. It's going to be Rust Crystal. And then I'll say resource yield drop chance, right? It'll be drop chance %. Easy, right? It's not too hard to do. Then we will do a search and replace for this stuff. Anywhere you see the drop chance yield, go ahead and replace it. 15 occurrences? What? That's bananas. Alright, so... Oh, it's because it was doing all the other bonuses too. Let's kind of look at this full screen. We can get rid of this. And get rid of that. And we can get rid of that, the item knife part. Get rid of the bonus. The only reason why I'm not deleting it out is because I may end up making a bonus for like a drop chance. So I don't want to like completely get rid of it if it's something that I may end up throwing back in once I see how it works and get more feedback. Alright, so that's with the Proto Wand. Yeah. That should be good. There we go. Now let's go into here. So we're talking about the Riftbloom Seed Drop Chance. A percentage chance a small rust crystal will drop when breaking unstable small rust crystals. Alright, we're changing this. We're going to copy and paste it. So small rust crystal drop rate, large drop rate. Although I do have the anchor drop rates here. Maybe I don't have to make anything new. Yeah, because I got everything I need. All right, let me think this through a little bit. Let's undo that paste, because I may just need to change the tooltip here. Although they are all from Rift anchors as it sits right now. So really, this would be the difference between Transmutation 1 and Transmutation 2 for each one. So I should really say small rust crystal underscore Transmutation 1 drop rate. And then we can hop into here, right? So paste, 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 right? And then this would be Transmutation 2. We can get rid of the Rift Anchor. That way, when people are looking at this in the configs, right, it kind of makes a little more sense, and it's not completely obscure. And for the Crystal Chance, I would say, for the Tier 1 stuff, you know, maybe 50% is good, and then it can jump up to, like, maybe, with a better wand, a 75% chance. And then this could be like a 50% chance, and maybe I'll do like a 10% chance, right? For the weaker transmutation. That way, if you do want to roll the dice and you want to try and use a crappy wand to get the large crystals, I'll give you a chance. Ain't a good chance, but it's a chance. Really, probably the chance should be 0. You know, oh god, I'm thinking about it. It really should be 0. What I will do is I'll split the difference. We'll make it 5. 5% chance, because you can just harvest the large crystals early on and smash them with a hammer, right? I'll give you a slim chance. If you want to roll those dice, I'll let you. I'll let you. You get a little something from it. It's not going to be worth your time, but a little something. Diabolical Vice. So that means I need to update this stuff now, right? Because there's not items, Rust Crystal. The game's about to be really pissed with what I'm doing. We're just gonna go ahead and save face a little bit. Just save a little face. This is gonna be 2. Let's get rid of the Rift Anchor part. Paste, 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 paste. And that should be good there. I need to change this, right? Percent chance a small rust crystal will drop when casting Transmutation 1 on unstable small rust crystals. Which means this one, instead of the small, it would be large. Large rust crystal. A large rust crystal will drop when casting Transmutation 1 on unstable large rust crystals. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a 50% chance. I think that's good. A 50% chance isn't bad to get it. Considering how it was just beefed up a little bit, right? For the Riftbloom seeds, they were beefed up a bit. Although I guess maybe 50% is being too generous. It's being too generous here. What about a nice 33% chance for the tier 1 transmutation? You don't need that many crystals in the beginning. 1 in 3 chance. Bam. And then you know what? I'll keep it at a 75% chance with the tier 2. Although tier 2 is AoE, that probably should be 50. And then this could be a 33. Yeah, there we go. Look at me negotiating it down. See, this is the thing. No one will ever give me feedback if something's overpowered. Unless it's someone who has a server and it's like breaking the server, right? I will never hear anything from people. But if I come in a little under, that's gonna have people actually giving me feedback. You know, Vice, it would be nice. It just doesn't feel right that, you know, the percent, and then I can always bump it back up, right? But that's what we'll do here. Although I think these rates are perfectly fine, right? I just took a lot out. Like right now you have to like be in person punching these things with your fist, like inhaling the rift, right? As your temporal stability drops. I think the fact that you could now stand back and cast transmutation on these, I think it's good. I think we hit the pocket. So we'll do a copy and paste here, transmutation 2. And I'll do a copy and paste here. This will also be transmutation 2. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and save. Now we're gonna go back into here. Because we got some stuff now. Alright, so we got transmutation. Small rust crystal. There we go, we'll just grab one of them. So this is gonna be the tier 2 version. Which is right there. I need to make this a little more robust because I need to have different things depending on if it's a large or small crystal. For now, I'm going to scale this with small. I think I know how to do this. I think I know how I want to do this. Right, so that's going to be tier 2, tier 1. This will be, paste that in, tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, tier 1, right? And this is going to be for the small. So up here, what I could say is dash small dash unstable. And then I'm going to make a separate profile, because this one may actually end up changing quite a bit. This is going to be for the large. This is where I may want to think about putting in other bonuses. Basically in here, wherever it says small, make it say large. 6 occurrences, that sounds about right. And I need to add this to the packet because the game, if I build, there will be errors. And there they are. What's this? Oh, I need to... Okay, I need to change this. I need to change this. I'm gonna get rid of basically all of this. Griggerloper, hey, yo, how's stuff going? What are you working on right now? I got a list, my friend. I got a list of things. Right now, we are changing rift anchors for the rust crystals. We're changing how they drop. The percentages, this is the task 1 and 2. And then we'll probably sneak up here and make this task 3. I actually got the sound file right there. Just kind of sneak that in a little bit. And then we could jump to the other stuff. The Ritual of Decay will be next after that. We don't really have much more to do with this, though. Don't really have a lot to do. And I'm gonna get rid of all of this. So if the player equals null, go to... I'm trying to think if I even want any of this go-to stuff at all right now. So I'm thinking just down here, I could just spawn the item, right? I could just spawn the Rift Anchor. I'm thinking I could do that. So let's go under Block Rift Bloom, Rift Anchor, copy. I could just paste it in here. It just drops it. Basically, if this thing gets broken, ooh. I don't need this in here. This is all I need. Right there. That's it. You know what? Actually, no. Because if you break this by hand... If you break this by hand, should I punish you? I guess that's the question. Let me see what happens. Oh, I can't get in yet. Okay, I gotta do the packet work that I was talking about. Okay, no problem. I just need to change these drop rates anyways, right? So it's gonna be underscore transmutation 1, copy, paste, and paste. This will be transmutation 2. I don't even have to modify the packet because I just rewrote what was already there. This is awesome. I like when I could be lazy like this. It's rare. Rare that it gets to happen. Well, I guess it's not rare that it gets to happen. Although I should change the message here, because that's going to be confusing. There we go. That's going to equal a couple more errors. We're going to rebuild. It's going to show me all the places that it is now unhappy with, and we'll change these, and then we'll hop in and we'll see what happens if you break these things without a tool. I think you shouldn't get anything back because you clearly didn't read... You clearly didn't read any of the information that I put in to know that you're supposed to harvest these a certain way, right? It's like with the Rift Bloom. If you ignore the pop-up tooltip that's flashing when you're looking at it, that's telling you, like, use a knife, or this knife, or this knife, or this knife. And then you don't see the transmutable tag or read any of the information in the block up top. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you had it coming. Right? Right? Am I wrong? You know how long I take? It takes me to make these guides? There we go. Paste this in. Make this a 2. Make this a 2. There we go. Packets should be looking better. We do need to change them here still. So I can just do a multi-line select, paste it in, change that to a 2, change that to a 2. That should be everything. The packet should be up to date with the new things. There we go, looking good. And I need to go into references again. We will come up to the top. And I have to change this to, I think this is going to be a .14 release. Let me just double check. Yep. And I will go ahead and increment it right now anyways while I'm in it. So that's going to force a, you know, an update. It's going to refresh. Perfect. All right, let's hop back in the game. Yeah, they're with me, Vexes. I'm kind of excited to see how the wyvern wings come out now with a real texture. It looks great being all black. It looks fantastic. I went and I think I told you I went through all the animations and I went, like, stepped through each animation to like fix where the wing panels and everything should be. So there's significantly less of like the glitching kind of going and you know, like that kind of stuff. When it flaps down, like it looks like it's all kind of one panel now. I think it's gonna look good. Yeah. Yeah, just gonna be taking a bit. Yeah, I understand. Basically, like the image one, that one, like the old one, would have to be like modified a little bit, like added some pixels to it and stuff. Maybe, you know, it's probably has to be stretched a little more, but that one would probably be fine with just some minor stuff. And then really the other stuff, I mean, probably could get away with just copying bits of the, you know, of that first part. But yeah. With the wing fixes, what do we do about the bone wyvern and the other variants? Well, what do you mean? I mean, the wing fixes probably could just be, you could do an import, right? Are you talking about like moving those wing models to like other models? Because you should be able to just you know, pull up the image, do an import of the, you know, of the one with all the wing fixes and everything. The ridgebacks are all good to go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to unjumble my brain. It's getting mixed up a little. Yeah, I can work with you, you know, on that too. You know, don't I wouldn't worry about that right now. The textures are going to be the big thing, because now you'll notice that it's all black wings. And once that's done, I can, you know, we can, you know, like test out. I'm pretty sure we could just do an import on top of, you know, the file, like the bone wyvern or the crag hide, and then just basically delete out the body, right? Because you had everything pretty much the same. I guess what you could do, the easier way, right, is delete out for like the crag hide. I could delete out the wings on the base model you want to keep with the ridges and everything, and then get another copy of like the ridgeback, and then delete out the body, right? And then have just the wings, and then I could even manually go in and edit the file, and then like paste all the elements in, and then paste all those animation bits, you know, back in as well, right? Because really, it's just, everything's named the same. It would just be a copy and paste of those animations. Like, everything's gonna be named the same, you know, for the wings. So, yeah. I kind of do want to, I wish the mod jam thing, like, I haven't seen anyone, like, talk about it, put forth any inkling of, like, what they're doing. So I'm like, man, it would be cool to have, like, a flying broomstick, you know, just for Halloween. Would be kind of cool. But I'm not sure if that should be its own mod, right? Or do I just add it to the magic mod? Like, here you go, y'all. You make a broom. Fly around on a damn broom. Oh. There we go. Drop chance. 33%. Let's get a better wand. This would be the tier 2 wand. 50% chance on that. Now let's take a look at the large. The bigger wand, 33% chance or a 5% chance. I think that's fine. I think that is fine. We're gonna come back over here. I'm gonna, there we go. I'm gonna spawn some of these guys. Ooh. Temporarily tethered to this plane of existence. That's what I wanted to put in as well. I knew there was something else I was missing. I knew it. I could feel it in my soul. Felt empty. Something didn't quite feel right. That being said, I need to look at... I deleted it, didn't I? Or I closed it out. There you go, block entity Rift Bloom. There's my block info. This is the unstable. Unstable but ready to harvest. I think it's this. Go ahead and pop this in here. There you go. Temporarily tethered to this plane of existence, right? So you can look at it, look at both of them, and then you put the right tool in your hand, and then I go ahead and tell you what your drop chances are for these. Not bad. Excuse me, sir. And then you should be able to, you know, do the harvest. Wow! Did I just get lucky on that? That should have been a 5%. Oh, wait, no. It's a 50% chance still. I hard-coded that in. Now that I have the config part, let's go back into the spell. Because I gotta put the config in here. We'll open up this spell, go into here. This is gonna be the Transmutation Pulse. Alright, so for small rust crystals, let's go into here. I will copy this. Right here. Let's get rid of that. Paste that in. Default chance is a 33% chance. This is for the small rust crystal. Oh, I have to expand this. Depending on the type of transmutation you use. Alright. I can do that. It's not that big of a deal. Paste all this in, right? Because that's going to be for the small rust crystal with Transmutation 1. And this will be the large rust crystal. So we'll change this to large with Transmutation 1, which is that 5% drop rate. So we'll go ahead and change that to a 5% chance. Copy. Paste. And paste. Perfect. I was thinking of some inspiration from the Banshees from Avatar, like how they're detailed via their faces, legs, and feet are. All the details based on there. That's why I was saying, like, seasonal base spawning would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. I don't know how you do that, though. Like, if you could find a way, it would be possible, but it also depends, too, right? You don't want, you know, because again, right, 900 variants, now multiply that by 4, that's a lot of registered entities. Unless, of course, you're worried about registered entities, in which case I'd have to create a custom renderer that would render additional, like an additional model on top of the model. But that one gets confusing because I'm basically making a secondary, like, rendering engine to, you know, to do that. Not rendering engine, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I guess the first thing would be, like, if we can, you know, if we can actually spawn things based on, like, a calendar year or maybe an in-game year. Although I think the in-game year would be kind of small, right? There'd be a little window of things. I think, like, calendar year would be better. Me personally I think so. Okay, so let me copy this. Oh, but this is if it's a transmutation 1 or higher. I think I need to put something specific in here that looks to see if the spell is just transmutation 1. So I'm going to copy this, and we will paste this in. And I can do, is transmutation 1. Or is spell transmutation 1? Copy, paste, paste, right? So this would be, eventually there'll be a transmutation 3, that'll be a transmutation 2. And we could kind of do this, right? This would be 3, this would be 1. And now what I could do is come into where I was. We will go back into here. And then I can put in something a little extra that says, like, if... Alright? If this spell transmutation 1, and we will do spell in... Or is it just spell? I think it's just spell. Oh, here we go. Spell ID in. There we go. Right, so if it's transmutation 1, then run these two things. Apache's not watching me, right? For what I'm about to do. I hope not. Apache, if you ever see this, look away. Right now. There we go. And I'll just change this to transmutation 2. And then everywhere here where it's... Just look away! Shield your eyes! There we go. Transmutation 2, transmutation 2, transmutation 2. There we go. So there should be differences now depending on the wand that you use. Heck yeah! Alright. So I just did a lot of things. The game's going to be quite angry with what I did. Creating methods while the game's running. Tisk tisk. Monster. Oh, let's see here. Anything happening in chat? 43 chats. What is going on? Oh, okay, there's nothing. There's nothing going on. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Good. No one's reaching out to me. That's what I want to see. Imagine my FS Wilds gives you a heart attack with all the entities. It's not me that gets a heart attack, it'd be the game that would be stroking out. I still remember, like, earlier Minecraft, right? Where, like, you had... People found out fast you had hard caps when it came to, like, the amount of things you could register in your registry. That's why, like, Industrial Craft was, like, basically a mod pack of its own, because it just added so many things. You were like, nipping the edge of what the game could load. You could not have Industrial Craft plus, like, magic mods plus everything else. Yeah, you had to choose your mod pack carefully. And sculpt your whole experience around. Yeah, but VS, it's much more hardier than MC. Oh, in some things, we got some growing up to do though in VS, I think, in my humble opinion. we got some growing to do. It works until it doesn't, right? Don't laugh at me. I'll put a hot dog in your mouth. I could go for a hot dog. I'm hungry. Oh, it's great. But you know, I have faith that this game will surpass its you know, its predecessor. That's why I mod for it. It is easier to mod with. It's easier to get into. Forge is kind of cumbersome. Takes a long time to load. And they changed the API way too often. Let's make sure. Ah, of course it had to disappear before. Boop. There we go. That's what I would like to see. You get your Rift Anchor back, and it's given the right ones. Hooray! Okay, so that checked the box. We're done. So we will just go over this. Make it so Rift Anchors, Rust Crystal drops if unsuccessful when harvesting. Done. Next one, make unstable Rust Crystals only harvestable via transmutation. Hold on. Used to be able to break these with your fist before. Game mode 1. You get nothing. Oh. 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 Help! I'm blind! Help, police! Rust sickness. Oof. Look at them all like, oh, I guess he disappeared. Forge gets confusing as fuck. Yeah, it is, it can be pretty confusing. And it wouldn't be bad if they stopped messing with, like, the way things register and things like that, right? It's like all the people, like, working on it are all trying to, like, outdo one another in big brain and be like, well, you could register it this way by, instead of using a factory, you could do this iFactory, and then it could now be an interface that you could turn into this, and then, and it's all to register a freaking entity. It's like, why did you change it? The game didn't change it. You guys were, like, trying to one-up each other, and now I gotta relearn how to register a damn entity in this version of Minecraft. You know, because you guys are assholes. That's what it feels like. Get a girlfriend, right? Find a significant other, blow off some steam, do whatever you need to do. Don't take it out on us. And it was just as bad there, right? You get, like, a... you know, an alpha version of Forge, and everyone's like, why isn't your mod updated? I'm still trying to learn how to re-register an item. I gotta make this mod from scratch now. That part would infuriate me. Like, why are you guys doing this? Yeah, breaking with a bare hand gets you nothing. Good. Alright, done, and this one right here, done. Boo, yeah. Alright, so let's see. I could work on making the Ritual of Decay. You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do the super secret thing. No one, except for the people watching this stream, will know that this is in. That this is a thing. No one will know. It'll be our secret. So don't go gabbing. Play sound. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna copy this. And I'm gonna open up the gateway lock info here. So what we're really looking at is the Oculus portal. No, the gateway portal. I'm gonna tell everyone, you're quiet! You quiet yourself! What's your in-game name? All spells now cost 50% more to cast. The debuff name will be Loose Lips Sink Ships. Oh, man. That's great. Alright, what am I doing here? Alright, portal. You enter the portal. I don't need this one. I need... Sheesh. I'm kidding. It's just a kid. See, I can stare at the camera now. Be a little more animated. See that camera? Feels good to work, doesn't it? Joke's on you. I can only cast Transmutation. Well, that 3 MP spell just became a 6. It would still work. I said all spells. Oh, that'd be mean. That'd be so mean. Mean, but kind of funny. Alright, trigger teleport. This is what I want. What I need to do is find the point. This right here. And I think I'm only doing it... I'm actually doing it a couple of ways here. That's for the pet teleport. This is where it should be. Right in here. Let's pull up Entity in. Right here. Put that right in there, and then... I will copy this whole thing. We'll put this in, and this is gonna be under sounds, effects, instant transmission. Did I spell it right? I don't want other nerds nerdier than I to be like, Vice. Couldn't help but notice you spelt it wrong. No, I spelt it right. Knew it. Knew it. Gotta have more faith in myself. Actually, in the Japanese version, it's not called that. It's called Tokomi Arigato Fu. It pisses me off when people do that to me. Like, why don't we all watch? Like, I had one friend, no, 2 friends. Like when I was like in high school, that would do that. Well, actually, in the Japanese version, I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're the only one with the Japanese version of that, you know? And none of us watch it because it sucks. It's like, shut up. No one wants to hear that. Whoa, what do you think? I think you're my best friend now, that you're so smart? No, you took too much time to tell me something that I'm literally don't care about. You would win my heart if you just gave me 50 cents so I can get a bag of chips. That's all you need to be my friend. Just buy me food. That, you know, an easy person to please, I guess. All right, so well, let's teleport. Let me stop my music. Where is it? There it is. Also, next time the server is up, I'll be making my first Spellforge. Rock on. Welcome to the world of magic. All right, let's make sure sounds are on. Kinda. They're kind of on. Sound. Oh, jeez. All right. Sounds better. Come on, man! when this exhaustion wears off. Come on, that was cool. Did it actually go through? Go through? Did you guys hear it? Oh, I gotta... Oh, no destination pick. Hold on. Is there... Yep. Oh, my God. Love it. Freaking love it. But that's not all. We are also going to add this effect to the portal spell. Oh, man. I love it. Oh, I love it. My inner nerd's like... I could just envision young Vice being like, I grew up to be such a cool person. He's my hero. Make it a mod. Filling it with inside jokes. I need to look at... That's the gateway. These are blocks. I need to look at the spell block. Portal. And then in here, I just need to... that's spawning the particles for the player. Right here is where I have to put this, but it's a little different now because I need to piggyback off of player. Let's do it. Let me get a temporal gear. Set my home right here. Boom, baby. Okay. Now let's get the spells out. Summon portal. Oh yeah, that's right. This is gonna take a while being a spell scroll. I won't buy you food, I'll stuff you with food. That works too. Stuffing me with food works too. So cool. All right, moment of truth. Oh, come on, man. I love it. It makes me so happy. Now, my question is, do other people hear it when you teleport? Right? Because it's attaching the sound to you. You just teleported away. So you hear the sound. Everyone else may not hear that same sound. So I think what needs to be done is I need to do, what is this? What is this? Block spell. This is a block. This dot position, right? Because there's no sided position. Oh, this dot block dot position. Oh, not block behaviors. Is this the block? Is this a block? Okay, this is a block. Okay. I thought it was this position. Is that just for the block entity? On entity inside. Oh, I already have. Oh yeah, it's just POS. Yeah, that was right. So we're gonna work a little magic here, because I wanna make sure other people also hear that sound effect. So this right here is going to play the sound for, you know, for the people around you to hear. And I'm gonna have it to where you gotta be a little close. You gotta be within 8 blocks to hear it. Which means I probably will still hear it, but it'll be faint now. No, I still hear it pretty well, actually. There we go. I'm just gonna go further away here, and I'm gonna put this down right here. Oh, there we go. See, it's still... I still hear it. I wonder if it's because... I don't know why. I should not be able to hear it right now. I'm just gonna assume it all went to plan. On entity inside means that I'm getting the block position. And that's the selection position. This dot... See, there's no actual position here. So I have to rely on position. Yeah. I'm gonna, you know what? I guess I'll have to wait and see. It may work differently in multiplayer. For now, it's too good. What is this stop working? Oh no! Stop. It's trying to teleport me, but it can't. Hold on. What's going on? Did something happen? I broke it! Although that is interesting. It's doing the particle side of things. Let's see here. I don't see any crashes. Let's reload. Let me see what's going on with this. Was this another 1.21 bug I'm gonna have to chase down? Really? Okay. Oh, I think it has so many charges. Didn't I do something like that? Crap, I gotta think. Do I put a charge counter on you? Ooh, do I put a charge counter on you? I like the startup sound, yeah. I had to give it some kind of flair, right? I had to give it some flair. Yeah, player entity, teleport to, player get spawn position. XYZ. Still plays the particles. This is server side. You know what? I wonder if, I think I put a number of uses on these. I think I put a number of uses, and I don't think the client and the server are agreeing about those uses. That or I put a debuff on you. I can't remember. I made this so long ago. Isn't there another one? There it is. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Let's see. Look at derpy portal spell not teleporting. Probably base game teleport issue. So I'll probably have to look for that on GitHub, see if there's an issue with that. Because I teleport based on the teleport command. And actually it's two different commands, but they're both base game. That is a teleport. Ah, see? That one's apparently not teleporting either. So there's something weird going on with the base game stuff here. It's not doing the teleport too if you do it too often, which is weird. That's weird. And it's both variants of the teleport too. This one's just getting to vector 3 position. The other one, actually, they're both getting the vector 3 position for things. So, I don't know. And this one, oh, this one may not have worked because there's no destination picked. There we go. Okay, so let's put it back now. 1. It seems like 5 is the max, right? 3. Nope, just 3. Okay. Yep, so it's the same thing. You can only do it so many times. Weird. I don't know. That's weird. Probably another present. Another present from 1.21. Coming to grace my what is this? What was that? What's this line? This isn't from my mod. What the hell? This is great. No, now Vexus. Why did I laugh? Why did I laugh before? I don't know. I don't know why I was laughing so hard about how optimized we are. All right, cool. All right, you know what? It is time for me to find someone to raid. Oh, no destination picked. There we go. Okay, so teleporting away and coming back, I guess, fix the line of doom. What was that? Oh, now this works again. I don't know. No idea. We'll save and quit, though. Hey, you trying to break VS with magic? It doesn't need my help, Vexes. Oh! It does a good job by itself. It doesn't need a little old me coming around. All right, so we got 3 pretty decent things done here. Next thing I will end up doing is next thing is going to be making the Ritual of Decay, and I think I'm going to do something different. If tonight is not my night to put the little one down, I may stream again. I think you know what? It actually may be my night. I think it is my night. I may not be able to stream, but I will start laying the foundation for this. Still need a conversation about the Essence gateway, the Essence cost for the gateways. I'm gonna make some space and put this a little further down. That's not really a thing that I'm super concerned about. The new ritual ideas. So basically the rest of the stuff besides this, it's all ritual work. So yeah, a lot of fun. All right, let's find someone to raid. Oh my gosh, like I'm actually on time. This is great. I'm gonna be able to stick around in the chat a little bit. Taco Bell. Taco Bell just popped up. I don't want Taco Bell. I feel like it's harassing me at this point. Baby, come back. I want your money. All right, who should we raid? Who's it gonna be? We got a lot of stuff here. Hey, Juna's streaming. Although no, you know what? Actually, I think I unfollowed because like you can't raid or anything. So let's throw it to getting real vintage story in here. That's like 2 people talking. I don't know. Anyone got someone in mind? If not, I'm just picking a random. Pick a random, Vice! Oh, okay. Sounds good. You know what? Let's pick, this one here. This person, they have a name. They, look like they are playing the game. It should be fun. Should be fine. So, and I guess they have some weird avatar thingy here. And they probably speak English. Yep, they speak English. There we go. Alright, this guy has some avatar thingy. I have no idea what the avatar thingy is. It's something. But yeah, they are playing Vintage Story, and they're playing with people. So heck yeah, let's give them a raid. Spread the love. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Got a lot done. A lot done, a lot of good things. More conversations to be had at Discord. By any chance, if I'm thinking that I don't have nighttime duty tonight, then I probably will be back on with another stream to do the ritual stuff. Be like a late night chill stream. Haven't done one of those in a while. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. Bye. And remember this face in case my camera doesn't work again. Bye.